I stole a car once, and when we got caught, we just said, "Oh, we thought it was ours," and it was fine. Yeah.
Isn't being white great? Yeah.
It was a Range Rover in the Hamptons, and we were like, "We thought that was our Range Rover," and they were like, "Checks out." There were a lot of Range Rovers at that party.
Tell that story to everybody that thinks, white privilege, that doesn't exist. Emily Morse is here,
Let's
right?
bring in Emily.
Bring in Dr. Emily. I want the sexologist in here
right
right now. I got to get to the bottom of a lot. And
Jim's already been on the bottom of a lot.
I have a question. Am I allowed to ask questions?
If the sexologist is ready to answer them, you may ask.
Okay.
Let's bring in Dr. Emily Morse is coming in.
Hello, madam.
She's one of the premier sexologists in the country. I know you've got a doctorate.
I do.
In sex.
I do.
Sex therapy.
I'm a sexologist, and I studied human sexuality.
Yeah.
So I have a doctorate in human sexuality.
What made you do that?
Hi, everyone.
Did you have sex with somebody who was just terrible at it?
Yes.
You did?
Many times. I was just having bad sex. I was like, I feel like sex could be a lot better than it is.
Yeah.
So you did the research.
I did the research.
Unlike,
I like to call it research.
I've never done the research.
See, but I was just like, this got to be better than it is.
What was wrong with it?
I just thought, at the time, I didn't know. Now I've been studying it for 14 years. I was like, oh, I get it. But then I was like a lot of women, I think, who were raised thinking that men knew all the answers to like what I needed in bed because I didn't know my own body, what made me feel good. It was all about pleasing men. And I was disappointed. And then people would always say, oh, last night I had amazing sex. I was like, I want to have the best sex in my life. So I thought, I'm going to figure this out. I just
Being
started studying
communicative
sex.
is very important, is it not?
Communication is a lubrication. You got to talk.
By the way, Dr. Emily
is a lubrication too.
Dr. Emily has a show here on Sirius called Sex with Emily, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern over on Stars Channel 109. And this is Karen Feehan and Claire Parker. They're both fabulous comedians.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fun.
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Now,
thanks for having me.
this is a question that's been brought up many times. 7 minutes. It's enough, right? 7 minutes is good.
Well, we all get to decide.
That's
how
what I
much
try to do.
time
7
we
minutes
would
is
like.
plenty.
If your partner's cool with it.
She is.
What is
Start
she
to
gonna
finish.
say?
Does she give you the light?
Well,
at
you
five?
talk about it.
No, she gives him the light at 8 and she'll get off early.
Yeah.
You didn't do your time.
You didn't do your time. 7 minutes is fine.
Okay, well, average sex people last 8 to 12 minutes. Scientifically, 8 to 12 minutes.
I would have to probably check that research.
I would say, how do they know? Like,
They did studies. People filled out things.
Research, Claire.
research.
The people do research.
I don't trust anybody. That's why I don't believe in facts.
She's
Smart.
anti-data.
No facts. I
Wait,
get it.
so it's 12 minutes of intercourse or of like foreplay and intercourse?
I mean, hopefully you get it all, but it's everything because we need to think about
With
women.
foreplay?
Well, right, yeah.
Yikes.
So let's talk about 7 minutes. Yeah,
The
it's a
only
little
thing
fast.
is, though, well, I'm glad that works for you. But for a lot of
best.
women, they need. You seem happy.
Yeah.
You seem satisfied.
His wife is not, though.
I feel like this
He is.
study
This is can we call your wife? Because I mean, no, it sounds good, but most women need between 20 and 40 minutes to orgasm.
The fuck out of here.
So
No,
I don't know.
you're going to have to fake it.
You know
if
what
that's
I
the
do
case.
for women
I
who
got
won't
things to do.
communicate? I'll watch porn on the cab over so that like I get my 20 minutes. I start early. I start
Smart.
the clock. It's like preheating the oven.
I love that.
You need to preheat.
There's a trick for people who are too scared to talk about things.
Well, no,
I love
it's
that.
true. We need to warm up. It doesn't have to be like technically foreplay where you're like touch. You could like send a sexy text, watch porn, and warm yourself up.
You know what I did?
Whatever you got to do.
I like
tell
to
me.
warm up the oven and then leave.
Warm up the oven and put a fist in it.
Here's what I did. Yesterday, I shoveled the driveway.
Is that what you're calling
That's
it now?
warming
Your
up
wife
the
is
oven.
gonna be-
Yeah. So that way she's like, oh, he shoveled the driveway. This is getting me excited. That way, 7 minutes will be.
Housework.
I'll
Doing
probably get it
man
done in
stuff.
5.5.
She said you're doing
Yeah.
masculine, like caretaking
Masculine.
shit.
She
Yeah, I get
loved it. And then she didn't even ask. She asked me to shovel the driveway. She looked out the window. I was also scraping off her car. She didn't even ask me
No,
to do
but
that.
See, but that's hot. Acts of service.
Acts
that's
of
her love
service.
language.
That's a love. See,
That is a love language.
That is.
Obsessed with the love languages.
Love language.
What's
They're like
mine?
a
Do you
fast
know?
track. Do I know mine?
Oh, do you know mine?
Yes, I'm going to help you right now. Do you
Okay,
guys want to
thank you.
do this? We should all
Please.
figure out our love languages
Okay.
because
Oh, no.
when you know, even in love, but even in the workplace,
And then will you tell me what where my G spot is? These are the
everything.
questions I have.
How long
It's
am
in
I
your web
here?
series.
Seriously, I'm going to help. Like, I'm not kidding. I can help you.
Thank you.
So, do you guys love languages? Do you know there's 5
I don't
of
know
them?
what that is.
What are the-
Okay, so you guys have to all.
If one of
think
them is
this.
sucking dick, that's Jim's love language.
It's not a language, but let's just say I took 2 years of it.
That's the sixth one.
So quick.
Okay, ready? So maybe.
Sorry.
I love this.
I'm sorry, go on. There are 5 love languages.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's 5. There's words of affirmation. You look hot today. These are
Oh my
things
God!
that
I
you
was like,
think
that's the
about.
craziest thing I've ever heard. But you were
These are the
giving
things-
examples.
Yeah, she was-
Okay, I'm going to give you examples, and then you can tell me out of these
Lies.
5.
Yeah.
Out of these 5, there's typically one that's like, yes, that makes me feel loved, and then there's like a second one. There's like a, there's like a. So there's words of affirmation. You look so hot, baby. Oh my God. Yeah. And then there's physical touch. Like you want to be hugged, you want to be touched. There's
Get over here, Rob.
acts of service, scraping the ice off the windshield, the
I'm good
thing.
with that.
Why
I'm
don't you scrape the hair off your face?
With
an
a
active
pistol.
service.
Let's not go crazy.
Just in the note that I left behind. It was an act of service, honey. That's my love language.
Sorry.
Sorry, take this,
Dude,
Karen, take
I'm
this
joining the
seriously,
party.
please.
I
No,
am.
you guys, I don't.
I do.
I
She's
didn't mean to
chill.
jump into.
Yeah.
I'm so chill.
No.
I'm like, because you asked, it's good to know.
Yeah, can you guys
Yeah,
shut
but-
up so I can find out where my
Exactly.
G-spot
No,
is?
Karen,
I'm trying to
stop.
help.
I'm not even-
but Matt-
yeah, and I'm
no,
trying to help me
literally,
too. I
I
think
do
we
this
can find
every
it if we
day.
shove a sock in
People
your-
email me every day. They call.
The listener's G-spot is just me gagged.
Yeah. Claire's love language is when she stops talking.
No, the G-spot thing is every day. People are like, thank you for helping me, not personally help
Yeah.
them. I'm not like, here you go, but I know how. Okay.
Okay, so we
acts of
have
service.
acts of service. That's the third. We have saying
Gifts.
sexy things. We have physical touch. We have acts of service.
Like a sexy thing, does it have to be a text or can it be like
Not a sexy.
like
There is no sexy thing as a love language.
like
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
The same
It's
shit.
words.
You said a
It was
text.
number
it's
one.
the same shit.
No.
What's the first one?
I just
No.
said that.
Okay,
Words
yeah.
of affirmation.
Like if I tell a
Words
woman
of-
like I want to help you have a comer.
Does that turn you on or her on? It's a pass.
It works for me.
Okay, what else? We got gifts
Gifts.
Sure.
Ding, 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 ding,
That's
ding, ding.
Karen's love language.
and then
Yep.
quality time. Like we go out Saturday night. It's just us. We don't have our phones on. We have to be together.
But I don't like that. I want my phone on.
Right.
I want a new phone.
So typically there's one.
Yeah.
How do you? So what do you think yours is?
What makes
Okay,
you
I think-
feel the most love? Like when you're like you want to hear it from someone.
I think it's words of
I'm like-
affirmation.
Yes.
Yes.
Because you just need approval.
I'm shaking with insecurity. I love sexting. I love being told that
Yeah.
I'm funny and pretty and hot and smart.
Yeah.
I love all of the compliments.
It's rare, but it happens.
Stay off the internet for the next 2 days.
No, like, can I tell you something? The internet, I like get off on mean internet comments because it's still attention. So,
Sure.
like in that sense, like their
Yeah.
words
Yeah.
of like
Sad.
denigration are still like thinking about me.
Yeah.
So I just twist it. I'm like, wow, they're so obsessed with me, they hate me.
Yeah. I
Which
went
feels-
on a TV show being mean to a
awful.
fat chick. It was the best. Like,
Oh, that's
the
right.
aftermath was amazing.
Oh,
What show
God.
is that?
My everybody was worried about me. I was like, oh, they hate me so much.
When they're so mean.
What show? Why'd you bash a fat girl?
Fat bitch show. That was like literally the show, right?
My big fat fabulous life.
Oh.
My big fat fabulous life.
You
Right,
on
and
that?
she insulted the girl
She fucking
because
started it though. That
Right.
fucking moose.
you're like you're fat and I'm not.
She fucking started with me.
So do you think your love language is also words? No, you're probably the gifts. You like the gifts.
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 I
What's
hate
your-
gifts because I'm always disappointed. There's literally nothing you can
Yeah,
buy
but
me
I
that's
mean,
enough.
By
And
gifts,
so,
by gifts, when I hear gifts, I think money.
okay, yeah,
Cash.
there's no,
Yeah.
but there's always more money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone gives me $1,000, I'm like, well, okay.
What's your love language, Jim?
Spanish.
I would say the dirty.
Words.
Dirty
wasn't-
words of
that
affirmation.
Dick sucking and
Well, hold
the
on. I
dirty
don't.
talk.
Hold on. Let's get dick sucking. Let's not
You said
overvalue
that
the dick
earlier.
sucking.
I'm only
Neither
getting
one is a
Depends
love
on the girl.
language.
You're playing the game.
Dirty talk. Words of affirmation. You did great today. Awesome show. You're hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll choke on my
Okay.
dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's said in a gruff voice, he likes it.
my dick. Oh, now.
See, it's important. I don't know how we got on the love languages, but they're good because then here's why they're important is because with your partner, sometimes we don't feel love, and it's like often we give love the way we want to receive it. So like
Yeah.
I might,
Oh.
that's the fucking problem
Yeah.
in relationships because you're like so mine's words of affirmation, physical touch, which I
I think
think
I'm
is
physical
so
touch,
easy.
too.
I'm like, just tell me I'm hot and fuck me. Like
Yeah.
I'm What's the problem there? That's
Right.
I don't need gifts.
Right.
I don't even want to spend time with you.
Me neither.
Yeah.
So why
I
is
like to
that
be
so
asleep
hard?
with them, and then,
Yeah.
like they can say something really nice to me, and then I'm actually dating a guy right now, and he literally cuddles
Yes.
me all night, and I'm
It's
just
the
like,
best ever.
it's so great.
I'm like,
I don't
don't
know
we-
how he has an arm still.
Yeah,
but
I don't
it's
even
like
care.
amazing.
Sounds like a
I don't even care.
torture
No,
chamber.
I love to be
See, we're all
touched.
different.
Oh my god!
You
that
don't
sounds
like the
Oh
touching.
my god! I'm getting so hot and it's like uncomfortable.
Now when you're
That's-
sleeping,
thought of that.
cuddling is nice, but it's time to sleep. It's
Yes,
fucking horrible.
get
What about like a
off
hand on your
me.
back?
I like
Oh,
it. I
fuck
love
off.
I had
it.
a guy who kept
love
waking
it.
me up
see.
to kiss me.
I like that.
Throughout the course of a night.
Oh, that's romantic.
Oh my god! I was like, this is torture.
What was his
I'm getting
name?
waterboarded
Dad?
right now.
Were they kisses or were they like make-out kisses?
The kisses that wanted to be make out. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, throw it in. Like,
Troy,
I don't
comment?
Bad breath. Get the fuck out of here.
Troy, this is Troy Kwan.
Hello.
He's
Hi.
fairly promiscuous. What's your love language?
Probably sex with minimal communication.
That's
Physical touch.
That's physical touch.
Dr.
Yeah.
Emily, I'm
See?
really glad you're here.
Troy Kwan,
'cause
too.
Troy is a friend.
It's Troy Kwan. Don't talk to me.
Troy Kwan is a friend, and I
Okay.
really worry about him.
Why?
And I need you to get to the bottom of something.
He has healthy turn-ons.
He really went through a bad breakup recently, and the reason it was bad is because it took a long time. And I was like, why is this taking so long? And in a moment of confidence, he told us that the reason that his breakup was taking so long is because the person that he was in a relationship with would cry because the relationship was ending, which is, it's an emotional thing. And every single time this person cried, he would become physically erect and he would have sex with her.
He likes
because
crying.
he was turned on by her crying.
I had a boyfriend who told me I looked prettiest when I was crying, and he made me cry a lot. And then
Right.
later I was like, I wonder if that was part of it.
Yeah.
So it became this horrible cycle where she's like, well, we're not broken up because we had sex, and then the next day he'd break up with her again, and then she'd cry, and then they'd have sex again. Am I misrepresenting anything, Troy?
Not at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, first of all, I'm a broken man, so
Okay.
let's put that out there.
All right. Who is it? We're all broken in some way.
Have you ever
Both
heard
girls.
that before?
Yeah, I think it's really
That's
hard
not
to
true.
detach from someone that we love.
Yes.
No, not in the consecutive.
No,
she was
him
cry-
getting turned on by the tears. Have you ever
I
heard
think
of that?
there was more to it than just
No.
the tear. It wasn't like the second the drop came out. It was more the emotional attachment
Emily's
that you had
right.
with her.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was strong, but
I mean, for comedic, I get it, the tears, but it was more like you still loved her.
You're being
Be
hacked.
honest, Troy.
It's hard to
Yeah.
it's hard to
I
separate
still
from
do
someone.
love her. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
But why would you become erect when she was crying?
Exactly.
Because it's like a physical manifestation of like how obsessed she is.
Thank
and
you,
I feel like
Troy.
that turns you
So
on.
she was more
I'm just
obsessed with you. When did it end?
a couple months ago.
And now it's cut. Like no more tears, no more fucking. Done.
No, we barely talk. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, but what the thing
Because
is,
then he went and told this story on the air, and he's doing it again right now, and so that's not.
She's not
does she
happy.
and by the way,
listen?
you
she's
brought
gonna
it
be-
up. So.
She's gonna be good and
They
crying.
always
the
say
next
they
time you
don't
see
listen
her.
and they listen.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, they
Right?
all
They
listen.
all listen. Like, I never listened to your show. And like, why were you out with some dude? I'm like, don't listen.
But why?
Don't listen to my sex life.
What
Why
can-
were
what
you
can-
out with some dude, Emily?
Why not? What else am I supposed to do? Right?
She has
I'm
all
out-
this knowledge. She's not going to help people.
What am I going to do?
That would
I
be
got to
fucked up.
spread the love. Exactly.
What can Troy do the next time he's in a relationship and he's trying to break up with this chick and she keeps crying and he's in one of these never-ending cycles again?
Close
What
your
can he do?
eyes.
Well, hopefully, if he learns from this and takes some time to heal, Troy, and don't jump right into another relationship right now and figure out.
That should be pretty easy.
Here's the best thing to do after a breakup. Like, what did I learn from this past relationship? What did I like about it? What didn't I like? And then when I'm looking for a new partner, what won't I ever do again? So there must have been signs. We call
Anal.
it like your picker's broken. Right. You want
Do you
anal,
think
you
that
don't
that
want
might happen, Troy?
I think everything's broken.
I got to tell you
Why,
something.
though? I feel
I've never
bad.
met anybody
Troy needs a
that's.
hug.
I've never met anybody that's learned less from his mistakes than Troy.
Yeah.
Really?
He literally
when it
learns
comes to women.
nothing. Yeah, when it comes to women,
Yeah.
he learns nothing from previous experiences.
Mistake after
Not a
mistake.
thing.
Maybe this is the time you can. Now that you know,
Yes.
there comes a point in our life. We all say that our picker's broken, right? Like you keep picking the same people,
That's
the
what
same
Jim
people, the
says.
same
Yeah.
people.
Sorry, the picker's
Picker,
broken.
pecker.
But you know what helps? A
Pecker.
good Cialis.
Right, exactly. It's a huge market right now. But, yeah, so I think for you it would be interesting if you actually are saying to me, us right now, you know what? I don't want to have that same experience again and again. Then you just stop dating right now if you are.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm done.
And then you're like, literally write this shit down or go to therapy and you're like, what worked, what I love about it, what I did not. And then you go to someone else and you're like, oh, this is toxic. This doesn't feel good anymore. And then you don't jump right back in. Eventually, I think we all stop repeating some of the things.
The picker gets fixed?
Well,
The picker gets fixed. Yes, the picker can be fixed.
Die unhappy. I feel like a lot of people just
True.
settle.
That.
Oh yeah,
That's
I'm gonna die alone. I have no problem.
You probably
with it.
won't die alone. You'll probably die in a bad relationship.
No, I don't know. I would. This is what I told my ex. I'd rather just die alone than be miserable.
I don't
you
think
said that. It's so romantic.
Yeah. She said that as you're handing her flowers.
I want to
What are you
involve
waiting
you.
for? Just kill yourself now.
Why would you say it, Karen? That's such a terrible thing to say.
How
to
long were you
somebody.
I'm
together?
sorry.
A little over a year.
it's a good question, Karen. You asked a valid
What was the
question.
I'm so sorry. I guess it was mean. I don't know.
She asked him why he's waiting. Why wouldn't he just kill himself to death?
Yeah, she was saying that you
missed
should
that
just cut to
totally.
the chase.
Troy, I don't want you to.
No.
He has a job. He has
Right.
other things besides a bad relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has that sweatshirt
I feel
that
like
he
you have
seems
a
to
type,
like.
though. I feel like you have a type.
What's his
though.
type?
I don't know. I feel like what is your type?
Like
Troy?
a physical type? Or?
I think he has one.
Well, the crying thing is because I love strong women. Like I love a
You love
woman
breaking.
that's
So you broke her.
self-confident.
He loves
and then,
breaking
and then
strong
I like
women.
seeing,
Yeah.
There
I
we
like
go,
seeing strong
yeah.
women vulnerable. Is that a bad thing to say?
No.
I don't know.
It's not the greatest.
Okay, then I take it back.
Vulnerability is good, but the crying thing is a little.
I feel like the word breaking is like questionable.
I don't know.
Accurate.
It's not
Accurate in
turning
this-
me
I
on.
see
in
the
this
whole
scenario.
thing. It's like it's something like sometimes I always say be the person you want to find. So you're dating women who are really strong because you don't feel
Great.
that you're strong.
Find like in the
You
forest.
feel less strong.
Jim is the person he wants to find from the waist down.
That's right. I have to put on a dress and get 3 more inches of dick.
It's fucking fun.
What
Can you help me find my... No, I have
Yes.
a question.
Okay,
I have a question.
This,
I need
this
help.
we can solve.
What do you
Are
need
you ready?
help with?
Kind of G-spot. It's
Do you
just
know any
like, come
people who
here.
are good
It's
with
like,
the camera?
What?
Right there.
I've had these ideas for like a G-spot locator app, so you can be like toot toot toot, but it's not really a spot; it's an area.
Oh.
I can help you find
Where's
it.
the
Do you really
area?
want?
Yes.
Okay. So, have
How?
you had an clitoral orgasm?
Yes.
Okay, you're sure. Done. Clitoris.
1000%
right.
sure.
And then, here's the problem with the G-spot. We often think that a penis. Are you with men?
Yes.
Okay. We often think a penis is going to find it. And that doesn't happen for only
Yeah, it
20% of women.
Cool, man.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, Doc.
Making cummers all Sunday afternoon.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'll soak your shoes.
Oh, yeah. Crack open the brewskis, huh?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Doctor. Go on.
No, I don't. You guys. So find it on your own. Okay, but have a clitoral orgasm. Knock it off. Like knock it out. Because then you're like all turned on, and that whole area is engorged.
Stimulated,
I hate that word, but I don't have
swollen.
to say swollen. That's so much better. It's swollen. You're
Swollen.
turned
You
on.
Keep them swollen.
Yeah,
And
fattened
then-
up.
I have a toy. There's some toys that are awesome. That just like the G-spot, the We Vibe Rave is a toy that is this amazing. It's a vibrator. You can control it with your phone, and like you just use it and you go
I
in
love
there.
my phone. That would actually very much turn me on if I could be like having
you
sex
can
with
have
something
your
on my phone.
and you could have the toy, and you could be like, go up, go down,
And I could tweet.
and it's a and you could tweet. You totally
Multitask.
could tweet. Yeah, so you just want to like go in there. It's like 2 inches, an inch and a half inside. It is the come hither motion towards your belly button.
That's fun.
And then you apply pressure to it, like pressure. It's not like a, which is why it doesn't work, because men think they just have to like ram you like that.
Sometimes girls just want to be
Fucking-
pounded.
No, they don't.
Please.
They literally never do.
You don't know
Just
what you're
pound
talking
one
about.
out.
They never.
high enough to
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking get my fingers and I go fast.
Punch
Yeah.
your vagina, just repeatedly, just hit me.
In, out, in,
I know
out.
how to make a girl shoot, believe me.
Oh, you
God.
make a girl
Herself.
shoot.
Squirt.
Yeah.
Fucking fingers
Squirting's all
in.
the rage.
Hey,
What's
babe.
that?
Squirting's all the rage.
Every girl does it.
I
Nope.
just started.
You can always-
I just started peeing so I
did,
could be
right?
in on it. I can do it. I'm doing it.
You can tell when a girl needs a pounding, right, Jim?
Yeah, absolutely. If she has a headache or whatever, like, I'll fix it. Simmer down, hun.
I got you a new pillow. Here, put your face under it.
Doctor,
Yes. Hello.
what do you think our friend Jim Norton can do to help find love? You know, Valentine's Day's tomorrow.
It is.
Yeah.
He's looking for love.
in all the wrong places.
Me, I don't know. I don't know where
Tell
he's
me, what are you
looking.
looking for, honey? Tell me.
I like that. I just want a nice person.
Okay, but then also like a life. Are you looking for a monogamous relationship?
On my end, yeah.
Okay, on your
Like
end.
from meaning that she's monogamous to me.
But you will not be.
What?
I know. I get it.
That's fair.
That's
You could find that.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm just saying what I would like in a perfect world.
Right, right.
Sure.
You like to have that be monogamous to you, where you can sleep with whoever you
No, I
want.
wouldn't mind monogamous. I mean, at this point.
You've been monogamous in your past.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, but I've
Yeah.
had moments.
It's a challenge. No, I get
hard.
it.
It's
Yeah.
unnatural.
There's been times
not a
I
huge
haven't
fan.
been fucking other people
Yeah,
for just like a minute.
So you're looking for how you find. What do you look? Where are you going to find the women right now?
A lot of
Are you,
sushi
on
restaurants.
apps?
Back pages.
Sushi's
Yes,
good?
Instagram.
Sliding into
Grindr.
their DMs.
46.
Diversify.
Yeah.
Wherever you need to find it.
Yeah.
How are you like dating? Are you?
Yes,
on
I
the
date
app?
often.
Okay. And you go out. What happens? You're just. Are they the right kind
They
of?
Google
women?
them.
Can I say?
Thank you.
Can I say advice? I feel like
Sure.
he's always going on dates with women who live in other states. He's like, "Well, I'm flying them in for the weekend," and I'm like, "That's not a good
Don't
first
do that
date."
anymore.
But no, but
Commitment
sometimes
issues.
But the thing, no, it's not. It's
Well, in a
you,
sense, they're not here. You can't
There's
see them all the
like
time. There's
millions
distance.
of people here.
But there
There's not
are
one of
so
millions.
many people
But
in New
if
York.
you meet somebody and they live in another state, and they're gonna and like you like them. I mean, I do stand up, so I meet them at shows or I talk to them because
hear you
they're-
on the
I think
radio.
that's a bad place
So
to meet.
you
I don't
meet
think you should meet
groupies. You
people
meet
that
fans.
are that you're meeting through the power dynamic of they're your fans.
Exactly. Don't do that.
First
So
of all,
there we go.
that's the only way I meet them. And
Yeah,
second
I
of all,
just went on a date with a guy who retweeted me on Monday. It was awesome.
for you.
Thank you so
no,
much.
I love meeting women like that because this way they know that there's no explanation needed. You know, when you know.
But I
again-
think they can know who you are and not be a fan. That's what I was when I met you.
yeah, but you don't have to.
Good burn, Claire.
you guys, I just want to get in one time.
I'm giving it to you, babe.
I'm going to comment
good.
on all of your YouTube videos that none of you should be famous.
Yeah, so I don't really have any
I
problem.
would say maybe try to find some women in New York.
There are I've dated plenty of women.
I know, but like flying them in the show. I love the power dynamic.
Think
They're
so.
already
Power
seeing
dynamic.
You, yeah,
There
they're
is
seeing
some.
you
Yes,
on
there
Can I
is.
say
stage.
something? I
Yes,
hear a
they
lot
are.
of. What am I allowed to? I hear a lot of like, oh, I'm just paying their rent, but as a friend.
Oh God, no! Don't give them the money and the whole thing. No,
No, I'm not paying
You wanna
his rent.
Okay, right? Maybe not yet.
Not yet.
But if they don't live in New York,
Wait, then
Yeah.
who's paying my rent?
The long distance thing,
kidding.
though, then you
Rolling.
got to find out, and then it's like a
Rolling.
vacation relationship. So you fly her in, it's hot, and she leaves, it's hot again, and then you never really get that depth and the intimacy if you're into that kind of
But
thing.
that's not replacing New York women. Like that's not like I'm saying like I'm not going to date New York women because I'm dating this girl from fucking San Francisco or Cleveland. It's just one of those things. If you meet somebody
You're
that
trying
way,
to fly in some coos.
yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes I get a little bored in New York hooch.
Yeah, I get it.
No, you know what I mean. It's just one way to do it. It's not the only way.
No, it's good to diversify your tactics. I get it.
Yeah, you
but
meet
if you
people.
really, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what kind of you want someone who's nice?
Yeah, smart.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice, smart.
sense of humor, compatible. You can't even put it in what is it? Because I don't know what makes somebody compatible with you.
Do you
Right.
have a pattern? Do you have a pattern that hasn't worked? Like if you
Yes,
look at
I
all
do.
the
It's
women,
Left on his
tail.
back.
Male pattern baldness.
are you honest with the people you meet about what you want? Are you like right away, like
Yeah, pretty much. Not
Okay.
always, but yeah, you feel things out, of course.
right? Like,
Yeah.
do you say what I think? What a lot of us do is it's just fun going out and dating and meeting people, but it's cool to be like, this is what I want. I'm looking for a monogamous relationship or not.
Yeah, but somebody who has
monogamous.
somebody who has that talk with you too early is boring. There's nothing worse than when you're out having a good time. You're like, all right, listen, this is what I'm like. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, it's a second
Shut the
date.
fuck up. We're just
Why
going
did your
out.
last relationships end? Was there a pattern?
Yeah, I mean, it really depends. I mean, a lot of times I was unfaithful, or a lot of times you just stop liking each other, or you just meet other. There's a million reasons.
Maybe you want to be in an open relationship and just be honest about it. There's so many people, you guys, that are actually in really healthy open relationships.
Yeah,
It
there
totally
are.
works. You
I felt
navigate
the
it.
most balanced and the least anxious when I was in an open relationship.
You did, right?
Yeah.
But didn't you hate though if you were out with a guy, if all of a sudden he's texting other people when you're together? Aren't you like, who are you talking to?
but I feel like you can
I'll
make that
throw
a,
your phone in the
you
river.
can make that a rule.
That's a rule.
That don't text somebody you're sleeping with when we're having
Exactly.
QT.
You just have parameters.
QT.
But if you want to go out with somebody, say, hey, what are you doing Tuesday? Oh, I'm busy Tuesday. And then I'm like, well, if you're busy going out with somebody else, well, I'm not going to
Right.
take
Yeah.
second place to
But
somebody
wait, but
else.
people
No,
in
you
open
go have fun with
relationships-
someone else, and it's
But you
free
could
to
also
Tuesday.
do
Kim doesn't
like
have
you
those
could come
kind
up
of
with
options.
rules where like you're on the road a ton, so you could say you're only allowed to
Yeah.
go on. We're only allowed to go on dates
Yeah.
with other people when
Yeah.
we're out of town.
Yeah.
And
You
then
set
you don't even have to
boundaries.
know about it.
You have
Yeah.
rules and boundaries, but not like rules that are like, it's
Like,
more
don't
like,
tag me in
Do you
an
think-
Instagram picture with you and another chick. Like, that's hurtful.
But do you think you'd be
My
on the road,
boyfriend.
like if that were the rule? Would you go out on the road and be like you'd have a moment of, like, let's say you don't hook up after your show.
I'd want to jerk off with somebody.
Right, and you're sitting
Excuse
there.
me.
You're
you never. I'm the last person you have to excuse me to.
But you're sitting there going, like, you're worried that this chick that you're hanging out with is hooking up with somebody else while you're on the road. and nobody is interested in you after your show.
Yeah, or I just go back to the hotel by myself. Yeah, because a lot of times on the road I don't fuck around. I just don't. I just go back.
What about all
this?
this? You just fly them in after?
No, if you meet somebody, you don't just you meet first. You don't just fuck somebody the first time you meet. You can't.
No.
This guy tried to fuck me first date on Monday.
People
Did he?
said no.
Oh.
Wasn't that big?
Sure was.
Thank
How
you.
was Tuesday?
Really good.
I will say, if I don't fuck someone on the first date, it probably means I'm never gonna fuck them. I know immediately whether or not I'm interested in having sex with you. And I can go on like 100 more dates with you and still be like, it's just not gonna happen.
I
But
think my sex. I had just had sex with a guy on Saturday night, and I think that cloud was still sex cloud was
you
still.
need like a day
It's
to
true.
I needed to
a purity. You need like a Sabbath.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I needed to go back inside.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, so I feel like you meet them and you don't even know if there's chemistry, but then you fly them in and then they're here. Are they staying with you? And then you have a whole thing.
Yeah, I've had people stay with me. It doesn't
Right.
always work out, but it's never terrible.
Stop dating
But here's
poor
the thing
women.
about here's the thing about open relationships though. Like, let me just tell you this: the open relationship thing, they practice like rigorous honesty. Like people I know, they have like the rules. It's not like you're like randomly, sorry, I'm not coming home tonight, babe.
Right.
Like that's crazy making. You'd be like, oh, I thought you were. So you share calendars. You know, like you're going out with someone on Thursday night. So am I. This is when it's happening. You decide if you want to hear all the details or not. It's not so random.
Rigid. Like it's so
But
like
it's not.
like don't
It's
you
the
want to
most
be able to just
freeing.
meet somebody and go like, yeah, I want to.
But
This
that could
seems
be
fun.
in your rules. Like you literally write it down, not like
Yeah,
strict, but
here's
Oh
what I
my
think you
God.
it's almost like
sacrifice.
parameters.
Get out
No.
of here
This
with
is
all
what you
this.
sacrifice
Write
with
a
an open
term
relationship.
paper.
Cheating's fun. Like that's what's hot about cheating.
Yes.
It's like doing bad stuff and like sneaking around, yada yada.
Being naughty.
So that's what you sacrifice when you're in an open relationship. You're like,
Is that
oh,
you never, yeah. Well, you
it's
can
not
also
a
cheat.
pot's
I will
legal.
say I hook up with a lot of people in open relationships because I get scared of emotional commitments. Like they work for me. And I was hooking up with a guy 2 summers ago, and he was telling me he loved me, and he's like, "This isn't cheating. I'm in an open relationship." I'm like, "She did not sign up for you to be in love with someone. Like this is
Right.
cheating."
Is your dad the Micro Machines guy? Do you remember the?
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking
know who that
about.
is.
You know the Micro Machines?
He's
No.
a man who talks extremely quickly.
Do I talk fast?
Yeah. I asked Nikki
No,
Glaser
you
to
don't
talk
talk.
about you to me, and she goes, "Oh, fast talk, Claire."
Yeah. And I think you shout quickly.
I'm so loud and shrill. I don't know. I just have a lot of points. And I want to get them across, and
Shrill.
I know people will stop me. So it's like, how many words can I get in before people are like, "Shut up"? You know?
You are like a female Chihuahua who hasn't been spayed yet. You're
Yeah.
just in heat.
It's always the best way to make as many points as you can is to shout as many words as possible in a short session.
All right. So, Jim, let's get you a girl boyfriend,
Yeah.
boy girlfriend. I mean, that's
There's
the other
no
thing.
rush. I'm okay.
Oh no, you seem fine.
Yeah.
We're not rushing
Do
you.
you think
I'm
you're
just saying,
happier
think
single?
about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes yes, sometimes depends on who I'm dating. I mean, it really does. There's no rule for it. When I'm in a relationship and I'm happy, it's nice. But
That's true.
when it goes bad, it's awful.
Right.
Yeah, like all of us. I understand that.
Yeah, it's all-
I mean, here's the thing about open or not open. It's just more about communication. Like, I don't think that we're so afraid of saying what we actually really want. And you'd be so surprised to find that people are cool. Like, they might want the same thing, but we don't know because we're like, I have to pretend that I'm monogamous, but I actually want to cheat. And I know what you're saying about cheating can be a thrill, but I'm like a reformed cheater. I used to cheat
How
all the
did
time.
you reform?
Yeah.
Well,
how did
because
you
I was
stop
like,
being
this
cheat a lot,
so,
Claire?
like, in my 20s, I always cheat. Not like repeat. Like I'd be traveling abroad. I'm like, oh fuck, you were in China. Like it doesn't. Knows if I'll see you again or whenever I would cheat. But I never got caught. Thank God.
I like
But
to get caught, but I didn't. I am like the queen of denying. I can deny
Oh, yeah.
100 times.
And
deny.
women
You're
are
a bad
better.
That's the only time I
Women are
cry.
better at cheating. We are. But the thing is, then I realized, well, why am I doing, like, why can't I just be honest? Because to me, it wasn't the thrill of cheating. I wasn't like so psyched. I was like, I like men. Like, I'd meet someone, there's chemistry, want to have sex, I want to do it. And then then I would feel bad, kind of. Not as bad as I probably should have. And then,
yeah.
Did you feel bad, or were you like, you're supposed to feel bad? This is the part
No,
where
I'm
people
honestly,
feel bad.
I almost was like, this is the part. Not, I was like, I would feel bad, but it was usually towards the end of the relationship.
I see. You're already
And then I
halfway
was like,
out.
I'm half 1 foot out the door.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, why don't I just experiment? Because here's the problem we all make. Every single person who dates is that this culture is that we have sex with someone and it's great. And then we're like, well, we've had sex a few times. Let's nail this down and commit. And then we'll figure out in the next year if we love each other, we want to torture each other and kill each other. Why not admit that, like, I'm going to sleep with a few people. Oh, tell people, like, I'm dating right now.
Yeah.
I'm dating. I don't know how many, but I am dating. I'm not ready to
Right.
commit yet. And then you get to kind of taste a bunch of other people and figure it out. And then you can decide after a few months, 6 months, whatever. Oh, this person I actually want to develop something with. And then you move on. But we're also secretive about it and we nail it down right away. And you don't fucking know anybody after sleeping with them. And then the reason why we do that is because, especially women, we get attached. We have an orgasm, and that oxytocin.
That's why I don't love
That
anybody,
explains
because
it.
I never come.
That's why they all get hooked.
We're gonna help
I am
you.
so
gets hooked?
narcissistic because I am the only person who's ever made me come, and at this point, like I don't think I could love another person.
Yeah.
Like I'm just so oxytocined up on myself.
And do you
know
think
what I
that's
mean?
independent? Like you're the only one who's made you come?
you
That's
tried
broken and
to-
The guy
detached.
that I slept with on Saturday gave me 2 orgasms, and his personality is pure trash, and I can't wait to see him again.
Oh, really?
He's garbage. Like, he's terrible. He's not charming. He's not smart. He's not witty. He's stupid.
And he retweeted you?
Gorgeous.
That
No,
checks
different
out.
guy. That was Monday guy.
Okay.
But, like, I just, like, I don't know. Good dick will just keep you hooked.
Stigmatized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
When you
Britney,
get that
that's what happened to
pounding.
Britney.
But
Yeah.
see him at night. Like, he's not your guy. Like,
Yeah.
so, see, this is what we don't do this enough. We don't think, like, he's the guy that I'm going to fuck at night. I won't
Right.
see him in the daylight.
Yeah.
He's going to come over
No,
from
he's the
that
guy I
time.
fuck at night when I'm on the Upper West Side. Very
Perfect. Geographically, like sprinkle, but why not? Like, that makes sense. Don't you have
Yeah.
friends like that? Like, this the friend I watch the game with. This
Yeah.
the friend I talk to when I'm
It all
sad.
seems so complicated.
Nobody, not
You got
multiple
other
people want to
things
fuck
going
Sam.
on.
You're
By the way,
fine.
women are not better at cheating because women underestimate their boyfriends. Women all think they're smarter than their boy. Oh, my boyfriend. I've had so many girls. Oh, my boyfriend doesn't look at my phone. I'm like, you really don't understand. men.
Boyfriends are better at lying to themselves and to you about it because they're afraid of losing you.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
know.
I feel like, okay, well,
They
but
know.
I knew he was cheating, but in my head, I'd be like, well, he's so paranoid about me cheating on him that he probably wouldn't cheat on me because why is he so scared of me
Well,
cheating?
that's-
And now I look back and I go, oh, 'cause
Yeah.
he
That's
was-
why he knew.
That's
He knew it.
projection.
He knew.
Okay, I'm dating
he's a
somebody
cheater,
and I'm obsessed. I don't want to cheat on him, and I'm so scared of myself.
Maybe you won't cheat on him then.
I don't think I will because I
You
think I
should.
cheated because I get in relationships and I don't know how to break up, and then I date someone for 4 years that I didn't even like to begin
Well,
with.
right? Yeah.
And then I
Let's
cheat.
not do
'cause
that
I don't-
anymore.
But I feel like if I like somebody, I feel like I could be good.
For as much as you talk, I feel like you would know how to break up with somebody.
Yeah, it's harder though because it's emotion. It's
That's
like
right.
it's the emotions, and it's really being committed and being honest and being vulnerable.
I'm not honest. That's the thing is I'm not honest.
Vulnerability, right?
There's a lot of good
Vulnerability sucks.
qualities.
It's hard. Vulnerability is a fucking muscle.
Yeah.
It's hard to be vulnerable.
It is.
for
Yeah.
sure. Like,
It
oh
is.
god, it's so much easier just to not care.
So are you? Are you single right now? Are you in an open relationship? Or are you in
I'm
a closed?
single.
Oh.
Yeah.
And is that by choice?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You made a conscious effort.
No,
Are you
I
saying
mean,
does nobody want to date you? Is
Yeah,
that what
no
you just
one wants
asked
to
her?
date me.
I'm asking if
Undertones
it's
of that
by
question
What
are
else
so
am I
Is
shitty.
gonna
that
say?
your choice? Is that all?
Take it however
The
you want to
universe
take
making
it.
that happen for you.
Look, whatever insecurities come out in the way you take that question, that's on everybody
Yeah.
else,
No,
not me.
I have no insecurities about. I mean, I've dated.
See?
I'm not. No, I don't. I really don't. I don't. I
Karen, on the other
weirdly
hand,
don't.
is ripe with them.
Like I love.
Not me.
I'm right with something.
You have no insecurities?
I'm infected.
Oh God, I have a million insecurities,
okay.
but not about me saying I'm single. I've always loved being. I like being. I'm
like
very
being
independent.
single, too.
I've
Nobody
always
asked
been.
you.
But I love having people in my life. But right now, I was dating someone for like a year and a half. We ended it.
What happened?
We just wanted different things in life.
What did you want?
I didn't want children.
Oh.
I don't think your frame could take a baby to term.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not
compliment.
down. Oh,
yeah,
oh, good.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. That's,
Sorry,
No,
did I
you're
not
saying
make-
she's in great shape.
Did I
She's
not
like
read that
small.
right?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't my
Same way
jam.
about mine.
Yeah.
What about me,
Yeah.
Karen? How many babies do you think I could have?
You have to have orgasms first. I'm like obsessed with you having orgasms.
I do just like it's me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like
but
am
you have to
self-driving
show them how you orgasm. You just go, oh, look.
Can I tell you, I'm
babe,
scared.
Here's how it works. Here's how it drives.
I've had guys that have come close and I get freaked out. I'm like, don't
See?
do that.
We
I have
gotta-
I really don't like
so much
You
for
have
you.
intimacy
This
issues.
is what I do.
You have to. Here's what you have to do. You have to bridge it, where you masturbate in front of the person and you have them there, and maybe they're participating a little bit,
Mutual
and then you have an
masturbation.
orgasm with them in the
I don't
room.
want them to. It's too
I
vulnerable.
like to have a PowerPoint
No.
presentation behind me going too, so they know exactly what I'm pointing to.
the YouTube tutorial.
Yeah, whatever
talk-
fucking works. People want
I'll talk a
instructions.
girl through it while she masturbates. That's how I will teach someone. Like as she's masturbating, I'll say sexy things.
What type of stuff?
Dirty talk.
Give it to me.
Okay.
Show me your gushing. Things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Get the whole place wet. Oh, really good.
How's that going?
Fucking, I'm 10 for 10.
That's good. Nice. Nice, but who's counting?
Yeah, you spoke 10 times.
That's amazing.
Good for you.
Listen, here's the thing about mutual masturbation is like a huge. If you can have orgasms with a partner, or you just want to learn how your partner gets off. If you're lying next to him, you're like, oh, it's twofer, right? You're like, oh my god, that's so hot. show visually. You're like, oh, look how you're getting off. And then you're like, oh, I didn't know that he puts his hand on his balls and over the tip when he's doing that. So, that's what I'll do next time. Whatever.
Yeah, see, I've never cared about somebody that much.
She puts her fingers inside, right?
I'm not doing research for my podcast, but I'm doing research for your dick.
But don't you think?
I'd like to, though.
Tell me.
Don't you think when somebody can't have an orgasm with their partner, the issue is like in the vulnerability and all this, that it goes beyond sexual therapy and just needs cognitive therapy?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think only 20%.
I didn't bring up anybody in particular.
I would hear this fact.
Everybody needs therapy. 20% of women orgasm during intercourse, during penile
That's a low
penetration.
number. That's a low number.
20%.
Yeah.
But yet, in everything we see in movies,
Yeah.
in television, it's, oh my God, they fall into the bed, they roll over, and he bangs her, and she's like,
Pounds her
that
out.
fucking
Crazy.
she pounds
I
her.
tell you,
Yeah.
my ex used to call my vibrator my dildo, and it used to infuriate me because I'm like, you have no idea what's making me come then. Like, you
Right.
just, like, it gave himself so much credit. I felt like that, like, I missed his dick that I had a dildo. I'm like, that's not what this is.
No.
That's not what
What
it's
an
ever
idiot.
been.
Right.
You didn't know
But
the
you gotta
difference.
show him. Here's the thing. I think
did.
that our
He didn't
partners,
believe me.
you showed him that it gave.
I used to show my ex where my clit was all the time, and I think he must have read an article once that he just, like, really internalized because he would just immediately move his hand. And I'd be like, where are you going? Like, he didn't, why do you think I'm lying to you right now?
Oh, that's happened to me before, and I've just like clapped at them like a dog. Like, hey.
Back to
I don't have
the
time for this. I have a show at 8.
You gotta show him. You gotta show him. You gotta talk. You guys.
It's like suck
Karen-
my
Amazing.
clit.
Karen
Suck my
keeps
clit like it's a dick.
a water spritzer bottle like
Yeah.
you have for cats at her bedside table. I'm sorry.
I don't have time for all this.
No, you're right. You're right. You handle it well.
Thank
No,
you.
that's
I
good.
think
That's
so.
very direct.
That's why I've been
Yeah.
Like,
single.
go back, back to the clip, back to the clip.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
That's-
Here's the thing, and we're all different. So everyone's body's different. Like if you
Right.
put
You don't
100
think so,
women,
Nah, he just pounded out.
Just pound it. Shut my eyes.
rarely works the pounding.
Always works. I'm
For you, it always
100%.
works? Wow.
100%.
See, and most
great.
women fake it too. So just
Never.
sorry to burst the bubble. Right.
Never.
And
Oh,
other
they don't
guys, it's
cheat.
never.
You know what blows my mind when I don't fake it? When like I don't fake it, and then like a month in, I'll be like, "Have you not noticed that I haven't come once?" And I don't think they do. They're like, "What?"
Oh, they don't care.
Guys, they don't know. This is why we have to. This is what I do all day, every day. Like you got to educate. We had zero sex education.
Right.
For as kids and adults, and we're all like walking around like I have no idea, but I saw it in porn and this happened, and so I believe that they want to please us, right? You want them to have real orgasms, not fake ones,
Every
right?
time they do.
Exactly.
Yeah, every
Right.
time.
Jim, what do you do when a
Okay,
girl
I'm
doesn't
just
come?
saying.
Why, she's lying.
Very nice.
Not coming.
Yeah, because she wants more.
I see.
She wants more dick.
She wants another pounding for daddy.
Yeah,
see.
yeah, exactly. She wants daddy to pay more attention to her.
Do you like that when guys refer to themselves as daddy?
Do I like it?
Yeah, it's like the way Jim did. Yeah.
I've had guys do that.
Sure.
Depends on the guy in the moment.
Right,
I'm into
yeah.
it. I can
Right.
be into it.
Okay.
And I know there's not like one thing that I have, but I'm like, if we get into a vibe, it's can be
Situational.
hot.
Sure.
Situational.
Guy has to
daddies.
be older.
Excuse me.
Guy has to be older.
No,
to refer to
not
himself as daddy.
necessarily. No,
No?
I had my ex-boyfriend was young, and he was like, "Call me daddy."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
He said, "Call me daddy." So
He
he's got to
didn't
be
say call
organic.
me daddy, but he was like my little girl. Like he had
Is that why you guys
fantasy.
broke up? Because you were like, I don't want to have children.
Yeah,
So I-
exactly. I'm like, dude, this
He's
is
like,
going
call
way
me
too
daddy
far.
in front of our kids.
Way too
You're not going to be a
far.
daddy. Okay?
Right.
It's not going to happen.
She's gonna call you daddy, the baby, and then I'm calling you. It's all fucking confusing.
Do you like younger
Peace
guys
out.
or older guys? Or
All guys. All
Every-
guys.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not about that. It's more like, is there a connection?
Right.
And he would call you his little girl. That's pretty common, I
It's
guess.
kind of hot. It can be hot. I never
Yeah.
thought it was hot, but then with him, it was hot.
I just say in this
like
fall,
B.
I was hooking up with a guy who was a literal father, which was like the first for me, and I was just like, I'm not
A priest?
doing that. Yeah, I was getting down on my knees in confessional. No, he was like a father of like a 12-year-old girl, and he showed me her picture, and she was so pretty. Like I was insecure about. I felt threatened by her, and I was like,
Okay,
I know
so
he
the
fucking
guy
cheated
is-
on me with her, but
The guy has a 12-year-old, and then he's like saying, "Call me daddy," and you're like, "I don't want to do that."
yeah,
This
it
is
really
too
like yeah.
close.
That's too
It's
close
only
to
fun
home.
to
Yeah.
date a father he fully abandons the kid
Yeah.
Right.
to be with him.
You
Right.
don't start off with call me a little
Right.
girl, whatever. I'll start with something.
That's what Travis's new stepfather said. It's only fun to date a mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Travis he's our producer. His mom abandoned him several years ago and
For a
hasn't
Jewish
talked
rabbi.
to him.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just,
she hasn't
just a
talked to
fun
the
thing we
family.
like to
It's so
reference.
fun. His
Yeah.
parents didn't abandon him in some way.
Bunch of broken orphans.
But you don't think
it's
that's the
true.
way to talk to a girl, Jim? You were saying?
No, I'm just in general. You just got to be.
I think
Like,
you
how do
figure it
you?
out. What?
I won't say call her a little girl. It's creepy.
What would you like?
Kiddo.
No.
Hey, Ace.
Hey, down on your knees, kiddo.
Down on your knees, kiddo. Yeah, give daddy
That's
a
it.
treat,
If I don't want to
kiddo.
fuck a guy, I'll use like sports terms from like Little League. I'll be like, hey, slugger.
That's how I know a woman doesn't want to fuck me when they're like, hey, how you doing, Norton? I'm like, I know. I can read the room, stupid.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Not
that is.
sexy.
That is. There's nothing worse than when a girl says like, "Hey, bud." You're like, oh,
Yeah.
God damn it!
It's also
you
a-
signal sending.
I know. It's
asshole.
also like, what do you think? I'm fucking a grown man. I can
I
pick up
understand
on
what
it.
was
Yeah.
going on.
I'll just introduce him as my brother.
The worst thing is guys will always be like, oh, I'd never hook up with her. She's like a sister to me. And then they do fuck.
That's
and you're
such
like,
a lie.
Right.
I've never once even come close to fucking my brother.
Right.
Don't tell me she's like a sister to you if you've already hooked up like 3 years ago. Like, that's the worst
I know my
cop-out.
brother still wants to fuck me to this day.
Do you have a brother? You seem
Yeah.
very only childy.
Thank you.
Dr. Emily, what do you think of the friend zone dynamic? We were analyzing it a couple weeks ago. One of our Hotdog again. He works with us here. He helps us out, and he's in a very, 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 very bad friend zone situation.
Yeah.
Because
that
we know he likes the girl.
but he won't admit to it. And by the way, he's not talking to her.
No, I know.
Yeah.
She told me.
Yeah, but we were trying
It's an
to
epidemic, yeah.
analyze it, and it's like the girl, and you see this 1,000 times.
Oh, yeah.
The girl doesn't admit that she's getting all this extra attention and whatever else she's getting because the guy's in love with her.
Yeah. it
And the
feels
guy
good.
doesn't admit he's in love with her because it's too humiliating. So you got two liars, just like, we're just great friends.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he wants to sleep with her. And she knows it, but she loves that he's like getting her car fixed and
Right.
like listening to all of her problems and all of her emotions. So here's the thing about the friend zone is that it's hard to get out of the friend zone, but you have to notice it because there's a lot of guys. That's another thing. They're always in the friend zone. You could learn to kind of get out of it because what happens is nice guys kind of go in, they meet a woman and they're like, oh, I'm going to be, this is how I'm going to get her to like me. I'm going to be her friend. I'm going to listen to all her problems. I'm going to like help her with her house and hang her curtains. And girls like, that's great. He's helped me, but there's nothing sexy about that.
Right.
So when you
Yeah,
lead
their love
with-
language is
Right.
not acts of service.
Exactly.
Right.
But even then, but
I
though,
learned.
but that's
Wow.
right.
I learned.
Right.
I learned.
But- right. You got.
Taking
You're
notes.
good. You're taking
That's what you
notes.
gotta
I love
A
it.
lot of time on your
Rub 'em
hands
up
when
a
you're
bit.
only fucking for 7 minutes.
It's true. You have plenty of time in the
Maybe
day for.
8. Exactly.
I have lots of time for hobbies. Is the thing.
I know. That's perfect. Make it work
Look,
for
I
you.
made you a birdhouse.
Look, I can all of my activities. None of them get interrupted.
Friend zones are bad though, is if you're dishonest about why you're hanging out with somebody.
Exactly.
Like if you're saying like, no, she's like my sister. The guys that do
Right.
that are the worst because they love the girl, but they won't admit they love the girl.
So how does
and
a guy
they
get
Here's
out?
how you get out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you. How you get out of the friend zone is you recognize that you're in the friend zone and you make it known as soon as possible that you want to have sex with this chick, that you have to say like, I'm attracted to you and I want to have sex. Like, I feel like this is more than that. Or you just say like, I want to kiss you. If you've been hanging out a few times, you're like, I think it's going in the friend zone. Be like, I want to kiss you.
But that takes a lot of confidence that most guys in this scenario
there's-
don't have,
I get
and they're
it.
so scared, right? Because they want some kind of connection
and
with
they
this
want
person.
the fantasy of the relationship.
And
I
if
want
she says
all my male friends to never do this.
if she says no,
yeah.
But
then
great.
like you can't even have the
You know what?
friendship part, the
it's
connection.
a muscle, though. They got to work this muscle because they don't really want to be there. They're afraid of her. She's not really
You're
a
right.
friend.
She's good.
So
She's like
we're going to
educating these
lose
little
our
betas.
friendship.
Yeah.
We're going to enter a friendship. There's no fucking friendship. You want to have sex with
Yeah.
her. She doesn't have sex with you. That is not a friendship.
I've done that before. And it doesn't always work when you're honest like that. I've tried it.
What do you
Well,
say?
what do you mean
No,
doesn't
but
work?
at least you can get over it.
Yeah, then you
Yeah.
move on. You stop
Yeah,
texting
and then you can
her.
either know what the worst is
Get
because
the answer. Stop
But
wasting time.
How did you know?
Don't waste time.
How did you know that it wasn't going to work?
I indicated to her that I was attracted to her and she was not responsive.
But she's
How
not
did you-
giving you a get out of jail fuck free
Yeah.
But
card.
how
She's
did you
not saying if you
indicate it?
tell them you want to fuck them, you just get to fuck them now.
Well, it
Right.
might have been. How did you indicate it?
Yeah.
I didn't
She
want
whipped out
to.
his-
No, it wasn't
Okay,
like that.
No, cool. You win.
I said, how about planting a smooch on Daddy?
You guys were just friends before.
That's how you end a friendship.
Right.
That's how you get out of the friend zone because they will
Exactly.
never talk to you.
Or it's how you gain a daughter.
Oh, yeah. That's just like
That's how Annie got adopted.
Karen, you strike me as somebody that doesn't mind stringing a fella along.
Really?
Yeah, huh?
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, I don't pay him that
You
much
have
mind.
you have an intern that's
right,
following
but
you
I
around
don't
doing things for
monopolize
you.
his time in a way that I think is
Also, she's
detrimental to
not-
him.
But
Okay.
he wants to sleep with you.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
hard.
I think,
Yes.
I don't think he's as fixated on me as that. I think
He gets you coffee.
He gets you soda.
ginger ale.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
And he takes pictures of me and he'll film my sets. He's good.
Yeah,
in
he
love
definitely
with you.
doesn't
I'll bet
keep a
he does.
copy of those photos
he
for
jacks
himself.
off to them when he gets home.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
cool.
Fine.
Fine.
I mean,
He's doing good work. He
I
brings you
have
the soda.
Instagram. Right.
He brings you the soda.
Yeah, it's awesome,
Yeah.
right? Like, no problem.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, and he knows he's too young for me. I don't think he's really. He might like me, but I don't think he's overly fixated to the point that it's interrupting his life.
How old is he?
I think he's like 21.
Oh, boy.
But here's the thing
kid.
about women. We like it, though, because we're like, oh, we want our emotional needs met. And it feels really good to have a guy who's going to be there and not. So it's on both of us, men and women.
Yes.
We're like, if we're all honest, life's too short to hang out with people when it's a weird, murky relationship.
And here's how you know as a woman that a guy is is being dishonest. If every guy you talk about, he badmouths.
Yeah.
That's the fucking worst
Yes.
cock block move. Hey, I met this guy. He's not good enough for you. He doesn't care about you. That fucking lump of shit energy.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I heard this and I'm like, I'm pretty sure you just made up that rumor.
Yeah.